Look, mom, I know I've always been a good girl. Apart from me just talking too much, I have never really disappointed you. I've never done anything crazy. I've never even thought of having a boyfriend. I've never really disappointed you. I've always gone to church. But today, mom, I really need to disappoint you because I cannot go back to this school. Hey guys, story time, story time. Please tell me story come. Okay, so today, first of all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. And if you have not yet subscribed, please, it's very important and it's free to subscribe. Please subscribe. Okay, good. So today I want to tell you a story in my childhood, a story that happened in my childhood. So this happened back in primary school when I was in grade 7, class 7, yeah, class 7. When I was in class 7 and my brother was, I think, in class 8. And life was good. Of course, life was really good as a child. And we were going to this school. It was a private school. I know most people whom we went to school with know the school. It was the most amazing school I've been to, and I really love it. Yeah. So we used to go there. let me just mention the name. I used to go to Samland Academy. Big up to Mr. Samuel. Yeah, he really made us. Honestly, he did. Through Samland Academy, he really made us. So we used to go to Samland Academy, and life was good because when I came to Samland in grade 5, in class 5. So I came to Samland in class 5 and life was good. I was really poor. I wasn't really doing good because I think my transition from a public school to a private school, it wasn't really, my English was not good. And you know, when you can't read so well, you can't write and you can't understand many things. But when I came to Samland in grade 5 or in class 5, my results improved dramatically. I really performed so well. So my life was good. I really improved. By the time I'm in grade 6, I was performing so well. I was like amongst the top students. I was like position 4, 3. I was playing around there. My brother, on the other hand, my brother used to lead. Those who know him, they know he used to lead. He used to be really, really bright. He used to be sharp. He used to be position 1. And if anyone can argue, if anyone has anything against that, please come and say it. Comment down there. Put it on the comments. If you want to disagree that Kevin Manuel wasn't topping the class, please disagree on my comments. Yeah, he used to be the top student. So while he was in grade 8 and I was in grade 7, but I don't know why I keep using these. Okay, maybe it's because of the system now. But while he was in class 8 and I was in class 7, my mom or my parents felt like we didn't have enough challenge, that we needed more challenge. We needed more, that we needed more challenge. We needed like to have more, you know, they felt like we don't have enough challenge. So they decided to take us to another private school, which was, according to that time, it was performing much better. It was performing better. Yeah, the performance was higher than Samland. So she said, okay, my mom said, okay, you guys are gonna transfer and you're going to this school, blah blah. And of course, as a child, as a child who wants to really perform so well, you wouldn't say no. Let me take a break. I need to cry. You wouldn't say no. So we said, okay, we'll go. So we went to that school and we did everything, and the school was really amazing. It was really beautiful. We got in the school, and of course it was a boarding school. Remember, in Samland it was a half, there was boarding and there was day school and there was half boarding. Half boarding is whereby you eat at home, study in school and sleep in school. In the morning, you go, eat at home, come back, study during the day, go back, eat dinner, come back, study at night, sleep in school, go back in the morning. You see. So me, I was in half boarding. We were actually both in half boarding. So my parents decided, you guys need more challenge. So they took us to this school that I won't mention the name, but it's one school in Nigeria. If you know the school, please comment down here. Yeah, but it's one school in those sides of Nigeria, and it was really performing well. So we went there and we did everything, and we were admitted. We were given uniforms and everything, and it was quite expensive at that time. And we were admitted, my brother in grade 8 and me in grade 7. Hey, so the first day of our admission, it was good, but we went to, during evening preps, we realized that the evening preps end at 10:30. 10:30 is when you leave the class, especially for grade 7. I think, yeah, the other classes used to leave at 10, or is it a few minutes to 10? But for grade 7 and grade 8, you had to leave to go and sleep at 10:30. So you have to go to your dormitory at 10:30, and then look for water to shower tomorrow. There was, of course, there was always a problem with water in boarding schools. So you have to look for water and, prepare for the next day. And then the next day, you have to wake up as early as we don't know. We don't know. Like, literally, no one had an idea of what time we were supposed to wake up. So the moment someone will wake you up, you wake up. Whether it's at 2, whether it's at 4. By then I left that school without knowing when you're supposed to wake up in the morning. So whether it's at 2, whether it's at 4, whatever time that you're supposed to, that you will be touched by your neighbor, wake up, take shower, go to class, just to be safe. So there's this time, so we kept doing that, and we would wake up sometimes at 4, sometimes at 3, sometimes at 5. And the school was tough. The discipline was tough. So imagine you are sleeping at 10:30 and then waking up as early as 4, as early as 3, because if you are late for class in the morning, you were whipped. Like, whipping. Viboko. Whip. God, I teach students right now, and you can't even touch a student with your finger like this. And I'm like, God, why was I born too early? I should have been born in this generation. Okay, so there's this girl whom we were admitted together, and we were all new, and we were in the same class. So I was like 4 days old in that school, in grade 7. And people are really sharp in class. And the class used to be silent, like silent. Every class has an office for the teacher behind. Like, it has a small room inside the class for the teacher. So every time your class teacher is inside there, every single time your class teacher is inside there. So you keep quiet. My friend, do you know quietness? Quiet. You keep quiet totally throughout. You cannot even move a paper bag. You cannot be heard making any simple noise, And I'm in grade 7, guys. And I'm an extrovert, guys. I was suffocating. So one day, we were in class, and this girl whom we came together, we were admitted together. I don't even remember her name, by the way. I wish I did. We were admitted almost at the same time. We were in class. The teacher was teaching, and it was maths. And I don't know what the girl was doing, but there was another teacher who was passing. Apparently, he was the deputy head teacher of the school. He was passing on the corridor. And the girl, I think she was touching her nails or something. Oh, God. The deputy principal, the deputy head teacher entered the class, took a cane, I think he had a cane, and whipped the girl 5 strokes of canes. 5 serious strokes of cane. Why? Because she was not paying attention to what the teacher who is in class, the maths teacher, was teaching. So she wasn't paying attention. So the teacher outside came in and punished her. God. So you would go to bed at night scared, like scared. It's not even a week, the fourth day. Scared. Now, when you go to eat your dinner used to be served at 6. And of course, it's not a lot of food. You just know, not a lot of food. You are given 5 minutes. 5 minutes, of which 5 minutes is a lot to eat. Someone can say, okay, 5 minutes is a lot to eat. But the 5 minutes end before you are even served. Guys, 5 minutes end before you are served the food. So by the time you start eating, the teacher is there with a cane telling you grade 8, grade 7 in class. Guys, it was crazy. I swear it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. For me, it was. Let me take a break. So, every time you go to eat, you are scared. You are scared because you won't even finish your food. And the dinner is at 6. Remember, you have to stay until 10:30 for you to go to your dormitory. And we never used to carry any food. You are not allowed to carry any food or any money in school. If you had money, you keep it with your teacher. Not even 20 shillings. You can't keep it in your dormitory. So everything is handled by your teacher. So you don't have food that you will say that you will eat. No. The only thing that was allowed, I think, was sugar, if I'm not wrong. So you eat dinner at 6 and then attend class up to 10:30. Who does that? Guys, okay. I was in a boarding school in high school. I know we used to do that, but at least there was food you would eat later at night. Maybe you would buy some. There you couldn't even buy. There was no canteen and there was no one who was allowed to keep money, so you can't buy anything. So yeah, let me continue. So you would go to your dormitory and just sleep quietly. You can, and those prefects, by then in that school, I just feel like they were somehow witches, or they were so strict. You cannot, before you fetch water, before you do nothing, they have already put off the lights and they're telling you, if you just do keep quiet. If you do nothing, who is that? If you do, oh God. And if you get drawn, yani ukichorwa, you used to call it wakikuchora, like if they write your name down that you made noise, the following day you won't like it. In the morning, you don't know what time you're waking up, as long as you're woken up, and always it's at 3 and 4. So me, I said, okay. I started making a plan, an escape route for myself. I said, I can't stay here. So that was the 4th, 5th. By Friday, I came in school on a Monday. So by Friday, they told us this. They came in class and they checked. They said, if you have... They checked if we have textbooks, because everyone needed to have their own books. So they said, if you don't have a textbook, you have to call your parent and to bring the textbook, or you go home. So I talked to my brother. My brother was in grade 8, remember? So I talked to him and told him, hey, Kevo, look here. Here, it's really tough. Maybe we can use this as, we can at least use this to breathe. You can use this chance to breathe. So let's just tell the head teacher to let us go home and bring bring the books. So we left. So the head teacher actually gave us permission and we left. And my mom wasn't working very far. She was an educationist. So we would just go. She was in charge of that region, the schools within that region. So we went to her office and she was like, oh, you need textbooks, which this and this. She said, okay, let me see if I can get. She went in one of the schools and got us some books. And then we told her, Mom, we cannot go back to school. Okay, that was my suggestion. My brother was ready to go back. But I told Mom, let us go at least home for today and at least breathe, and then tomorrow we can go back to school. She didn't know what was in my mind. So she said, okay, you go. She even gave us fare and we went home. We went home. Let me breathe because I'll cry. Guys, by the comment down here, I want to know, have you ever been in my situation and what did you do? So when I got home, I told my mom, okay, look, Mom, I know I've always been a good girl. Apart from me just talking too much, I have never really disappointed you. I've never done anything crazy. I've never even thought of having a boyfriend. I've never really disappointed you. I've always gone to church. But today, ma'am, I really need to disappoint you because I cannot go back to this school. And she was like, what? I said, yes, ma'am, I can't. I will die. And my mom was saying, you were crazy. And by then that day, I was really ready to be beaten because I knew my mom would really whip me. I was ready. I said, Mom, I cannot. And I was crying. I cried. I told Mom, have I ever done anything that was so bad? Have I ever done anything that was so bad to make you take me to such a school? I can't survive there. I told her, Mom, I've been performing well. I used to top in my class. At least I used to be position 3. I used to lead in all the girls. There's only like one guy, actually 1 or 2 guys who used to defeat me. So I told Mom, I was just doing well in Samland. Why would you take me there? My mom was so furious. But that evening she had some visitors. I think her sisters were around, and so she was enjoying the moment. She didn't want to ruin it. Same as the following day, there were some visitors and all that. So I kept nagging her. So the following day, my brother pretended like everything is okay. I said, okay, he, being a man, he will go back to the school. Me, I said no. So the following day, my mom was so furious. But because he was busy with the visitors, she told me this. Go back. If you want to come back here, go back to that school. Bring everything that I ever bought for you. And bring back all the money that I spent on you in that school. We were being given uniforms in school. We used to be given like 3 pairs of uniforms, sweater, and everything, So she told me to bring everything, the best in the everything, if you want to come back here. And you know what used to happen? Students, or rather pupils, used to run away from the school. And when they ran away, their parents used to bring them back all the time. So I said, maybe my mom wants me to go, and then when I'm there, she will call the head teacher and tell him, no, that girl cannot leave that gate. But I said, am I that bad? I don't think so. So we went with my brother. My brother was ready to go back. And me, I just went to pick my stuff. So I'm here in school. I don't know what to tell the principal or the head teacher why. I don't know what explanation to give as to why I want to leave the school. Because my mom has not said anything to him, and I have to do the explaining. Remember, guys, I used to put on eyeglasses since I was a young girl. I think I started putting on glasses when I was in class 5. I had a really poor eyesight. Actually, right now, I have my eyesight is not that bad. But at that time, it was really bad. So I told this to the head teacher. Mr. I can't even remember his name. Maybe I do. I just won't mention it. But I told him, Mr. X, my mom has told me to come and carry my things and go because I have a problem with my eyes, and she wants me to go to a school that is near, so that she can be able to take care of me and watch over me in case my glasses break. He was like, what? God, I love my brother. I love you, Kevin. My brother vouched for me. He literally defended me. He said, yes, mom has said she needs to go so that she can be near her, so that she can watch over her. Oh my God, what an excuse. Coming to think of it now, it really doesn't make sense, because that is the area where my mom used to work. Like literally, she would walk in the school anytime, So it was even nearer than our home. She would walk in anytime when she's at work, or walk in. God. But the principal, for some reason, he believed me, because I think my brother vouched for me, and she didn't have a reason to doubt me. So he told me, just go and pack your things. And I didn't expect that. I packed my stuff, everything, including the basin and everything, and I left. And by the time I checked out of that gate, it was amazing. Like, it was just a feeling that I've not had in a long time. So I went and I came back home. My mom was so furious, of course, but there's nothing you could do. So back in Samland, we left the school, and everyone knows like that we left, you know, everyone knows that we changed schools and we went to this really amazing and really performing school. You know, they know like, we went to this school. I have to go back there. I have to take myself back there because my mom can't. So on Monday, I just put on my uniform and slowly walked in school. Good. Shamelessly. Everyone knows you gone. I used to be, I think, a prefect. No, I used to be a games captain. I just walked in school. I went in my class and sat. And people were like, we heard that you guys went to this and that school. I said, no, me, I was just unwell. I didn't go anywhere. And I went back to my school and I sat in my desk and back to my spot and I studied and I passed my final exams. Okay, that's not the end of my story. My brother, my brother, on the other hand, he remained in the school. He remained and he studied for some time, and it was really tough. It wasn't easy. So there's this one day he says that the head teacher, the assistant head teacher asked them a random question during class time. He asked them, what time do you guys wake up in the morning? What time do you guys wake up in the morning? And they said, we wake up at 5. And they were like, what? He was like, what? He took all of them outside on the grass, laid them down and whipped them and said they are not serious. How can they wake up? How can candidates wake up at 5? They are not serious. So apparently we were supposed to actually wake up at 4 p.m. Is it 3:30 or 4 around there? But at 4 you were supposed to be in class by 4. So that means you have to wake up at around 3:30 so that by 4 you're in class. Yeah. So they were whipped and many things happened around that time. So what my brother did was this. At least for me, I managed. Him plus some other friends of his, they organized. They didn't want so much trouble. They organized one of these days. They packed their stuff. Like the school had, like everything was getting really tough. You know, you have to get it whether you like it or not. They packed their stuff. Everything they had, they squeezed it in their metal box, including the basin, the basin, the blanket, the mattress, everything fitted in that box. And then one morning they just woke up at 3. They woke up at 3 and they went to the gate. And the place used to be guarded. Like the school is fenced like a prison. The school is fenced like a prison. They went to the gate. The gateman used to actually have a dog. Not just a small dog, a trained dog. They went and talked to the gateman. They told the gateman, look, here we have a problem. I know the girls are still sleeping, and the principal is very tough. Like, he's really tough. Yesterday we were actually we were caned for, I will cry, please let me take a break. Said yesterday we were punished terribly for waking up late, so please go and wake up the girls, because they really will be beaten. They will really be whooped. So the gateman went, being a good guy, he went to wake up the girls and left the gate open. So my brother and his friend, they were well dressed and everything. They just pretended they are going to class. And when the gateman just left like this, whoop, everyone with their box. They were like 3. It was him, his friend, and his other friend with their box on the head. 3 or maybe 4. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know the details. But they put their box on the head and they walked. They used shortcuts. So, they didn't even notice that they have left until, I think, much later. They ran away from school. Oh my god, I think I really need to ask for permission before I post this, because my brother will kill me. Anyway, it's a history, it's past. So they left, they ran away. At 6:30, at 7 in the morning, my brother comes home with a box, and when he went direct to his to their house, to their high. At that time they were sharing a house, I think. He went direct to the boys' house, to the men's house, and slept. And when my mom was waking up to go to work, he realizes my brother is at home. My mom almost went mad. She was so furious. She was so furious. But there's nothing she could do, you know. It's really tough. And she knew maybe that was really sad, because she really trusted us, of which it was true. That the school was kind of a prison. I don't know about now, and I'm not trying to sell out the school. And by the way, I'm not trashing the school, but at that time the school was unbearable. It used to like drill students, like it used to drill, I don't know if you get it. It used to drill students. It was unbearable. Like, you would be beaten, they would do crazy things. So at the end of the day, students would pass the exams and go join very good schools, but in high school they wouldn't pass, you know. So my brother came back home, and then on Monday, and by the way, he was the head boy of Samland Academy. I can never forget that. So on Monday, the head boy was back in his uniform, and he came back to school. And they were like, we heard you went to St. Teresa. I was like, yeah? Sorry. Which, I didn't go anywhere, you know. I didn't go anywhere. I was just not feeling well and all that. And he came back, and we studied, and he really performed. He was actually the top student during his time. And if you think this is a lie, please comment down there. If you went to school with him, you know him very well. He was really good in school, and he performed well. And he went to a good school, and he performed. He actually left his he went to Kibabi. He got his A minus. Yeah, he went to a good university. Like, guys, in short, there are some things that you don't have to let your kids go through. And I'm really happy and glad that my parents understood that, and they were so supportive, and they just let it go. You know, it was shameful for my mom. Imagine now what she would have done the next time she goes to that school, and they tell her, you know, even your children ran away, you know. But the school also knew, the director of the school knew that the rules were so tough on the children, and it was too overwhelming for them. So, you know, so I really thank God for my mom and my dad for understanding that situation was really hard for us. And it's not anything that you'd want for any kid, by the way. If you have, don't let your kids go through that, in short. Don't let them go through such a situation. It wasn't really something that I would recommend for anyone. Yeah, otherwise, guys, I know if you get to see this video without my brother's consent, I will be killed. My brother will do crazy. Okay, yeah, but I hope I get the consent to show you this video, guys. Otherwise, I'm so happy. I am so grateful. Thank you so much for being here, for staying here, for subscribing, for watching my content. And guys, I promise every week I'll be giving you a video, or 1 or 2. Bye, guys. See you.